What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical, average American here today to react and learn about Count Binface. And from what I understand, this is completely real, and apparently, he is an aspiring British politician who wears a bin on his head. And this just looks absolutely amazing. And honestly, I just wanted to learn what this is all about. I think this is some kind of satirical commentary on British politics. So he created this crazy character, or I'm not exactly sure how serious or deep this goes. Like, how well known is Count Binface? Because before today, I had never heard of this person before. Is he well known in British politics or British pop culture? I'm kind of curious about this. So, this is an article I found actually, and it says Count Binface challenges the UK Prime Minister for a parliament seat. He's serious. He's actually like trying to get votes and become elected as in parliament and challenge the prime minister. Like this picture, this picture totally cracks me up. I just want to learn more about this guy, how this all started, what exactly he's doing, what this stands for. Could he possibly be elected? The polls suggest British Prime Minister may be on track to lead his Conservative Party to its worst election defeat in 200 years. Wow. Um, when results are read out in his district on July 4th, he'll be standing alongside a candidate who describes himself as an intergalactic space lord and leader of the Recyclons from Planet Sigma. There's a whole lore. There's a whole backstory to this. You know what else? Count Binface actually has a Wikipedia. You know that you've made it when you've got a Wikipedia, right? Maybe this can explain to me a little bit about who Count Binface is, and then we're gonna check out some video that I found so I can actually hear him talk and maybe explain what he's doing. So, Count Binface is a satirical candidate created by a British comedian, Jonathan David Harvey, in 2018. There we go. Okay, finally. So, this is not actually a real alien from the planet Recyclon, or what was it? And this is not a bin-themed alien. It is a person, a comedian. I find this to be very funny. This is actually amazing. I kind of wish that this kind of thing existed in American politics, because there needs to be a little bit of comedy and a little bit of like saying, "Hey, look at how ridiculous this is." Or okay. He also stood in the London mayor elections in 2021 and 2024. He actually ran for mayor. Like, seriously. Did he get any votes? Like, how did he have a chance? He was also candidate for Uxbridge and South Ruislip in the 2019 UK general election against Boris Johnson. This guy is like serious. Like, he's actually trying to become elected, like in an elected government position. Count Binface is an independent space warrior in a black and gray uniform, with a silver cape and a helmet shaped like a dustbin, or a garbage can, or a bin. He has his own website, by the way. This actually goes deep. Is this his full-time job? I'm actually genuinely curious. It says about Count Binface. Count this name. Count Binface. Oh, he has a little cartoon. I'm an intergalactic space warrior. Oh my gosh. So, hobbies include invading planets, dominating species, binging on Lovejoy. Uh, just from a logical point of view, should we be wanting to elect a space alien into our governments? Like, or what are his policies? if, if you put away the Binface thing, what are his actual stances? I took on Theresa May. I took on Boris Johnson. I took on Sadiq Khan twice to become mayor of London. Are you kidding me? What, this is dedication, honestly, truly. Like, I don't really understand his political point of view. I'm kind of curious about that. Before I give him my full endorsement, I got to understand what he stands for, right? Okay. So, Binface Manifesto 2024. This is up to date. Like, bloody loyal to wherever I'm standing for election. He wants to have all water bosses take a dip in the British rivers to see how they like it. Let's see how they like it. National service to be introduced for all former prime ministers. National service, I'm not sure what that means. Wi-Fi on trains that work. Okay. Trains that work. Okay. The reintroduction of CFAX. CFAX. What is CFAX? Maybe I can Google this. This is a TV. This is an old BBC TV program. Okay. Children in need finally get to fixing Pudsy's eye. Pudsy's eye. There's a lot of references here I don't understand. Pudsey lost his eye in the Great Toy Cupboard Riot of 1981. What happened? This is a bear? This is a bear that has an eye patch? That's never been explained. Children need to get around to fixing Pudsy's eye. Okay, so most of this, basically all of this, is not serious. So is he actually trying to get elected, or is it a joke? Because all of these things in his manifesto, these aren't even serious. So even if you wanted to stick it to the man and vote for someone else, someone who's you'd never expect, the underdog, someone who's not a politician, it'd be kind of tough to vote for Count Binface because he doesn't really have any serious policy decisions, does he? These are all jokes. Traffic on the North Allerton High Street should be fixed by a new space bridge. See, I pledge to build at least one affordable house. Ban on speakerphones on public transport. Okay. Offenders to be forced to live with Matt Hancock for 1 year. I don't know who Matt Hancock is. The mini golf course at Richmond Swimming Pool should host the Open Championship. He wants to represent the UK at Eurovision. He has funny cartoons and funny pictures and a funny website, but nothing that serious. I was actually kind of hoping that Count Binface was like serious and could theoretically be elected. That would be the best timeline for humanity, right? If a guy with a giant bin on his head was actually in the government. So it's very funny, but not very serious by the sound of it. I'm starting to understand. This is a video, so let's actually see him talk and explain himself a little bit. Count Binface launching his 2024 manifesto on BBC News. They actually have him on the BBC News. Like, he has that much credit that he's on the news? Okay.
Well, independent candidate Count Binface isn't new to the election campaign. He got nearly 25,000 votes in 2021.
Wow. Wow. That's when he ran for mayor? He got 25,000 votes. Almost. He basically got 25,000 votes. That's not nothing. That's not nothing. That's something. That's amazing, actually. 25,000 votes. Okay, you know what? This just got a little more serious for me. Okay.
Here's his pitch.
My name is Count Binface, intergalactic space warrior, CFAX fan, and I'm running for London Mayor. I'm supposed to be the exotic novelty candidate, but then I looked at the alternatives, and now I'm not so sure.
Oh my god, this is amazing. This is amazing. I love this. You know, he might not ever get elected to a position or whatever, but just the fact that he exists and he's poking fun at politics and basically saying, like, hey, I'm supposed to be a joke. I'm supposed to be a novelty. But compared to the people that we can choose from, the people currently in power, maybe you want to elect a guy with a garbage bin on his head. I don't... This would be... Oh my gosh, this would be so good in the United States. We have an election coming up. Oh, this would be so freaking good if someone had done something like this and it had gained traction in the United States. Oh, I could see this working so well too with like the internet and meme culture and okay, let's keep going.
Why am I standing? Well, to celebrate and defend British democracy, including the right we all have to stand for election, no matter how idiotic the get-up.
So, he understands that he's like a joke. He acknowledges how ridiculous he is. I like that. And his costume, oh my gosh, cracks me up.
Don't worry, I'm not naming names. But I'm not just a pretty face. I also have the best manifesto, including price-capping croissants, renaming London Bridge after Phoebe Waller, and here's a new one, making Thames water bosses take a dip in the Thames to see how they like it. Unlike some high-profile figures, I was able to fill out the application form correctly. And I want to bring that kind of detail to City Hall.
Wow.
Last time I came 9th out of 20 candidates.
I mean... that's pretty good. That's pretty shocking to me. Like, it's not a complete joke. 9th out of 20. So, 11 other serious candidates for mayor of London lost. They did worse than him. I mean, that also just says something about the candidates that we all have for government and stuff, I feel. I feel like this really translates to American politics as well. This is great.
And this time I'm gunning for a Champions League spot minimum. So join me, and together, let's make the 2nd of May Independence Day.
Okay.
Well, that was...
Oh my god. I love that they actually, like, give him time on TV. He's on the BBC. Like, I guess he's a serious candidate for mayor, so they have to, or they should. Oh my gosh. I have another video here that I want to watch. This is an older video, but this is actually Count Binface, like a few years ago, talking about Brexit. He's at an actual, like, discussion panel here, with a microphone, with other candidates around him. This is a serious, like, political event that he's speaking at. And I want to hear what he has to say.
The British people were asked. The British people should be asked again. I suggest there must be another referendum about whether there should be another referendum.
Oh, I love this guy. And he's a comedian. He is a comedian by trade, so it makes sense. Oh my god, what do these other politicians think about this? They actually have to sit up there at this table and have this guy in this ridiculous costume and give him the microphone, and he gets to be a part of the whole thing. That's what I love the most. That they have to take him seriously. That is funny.
Surely that's the thing we can coalesce around. So many people want to pull apart these days. The Scots from the English, the British from the Europeans. Listen, guys, I have seen the size of the asteroid coming your way.
I'm sorry, I just realized, like, this is a guy with a giant bin on his head talking into a microphone. That's you you almost kind of forget that if you just listen to him too long.
You got bigger things to worry about, literally.
Wow.
Anybody discussed the Irish border during the 2016 referendum? Not at all. And now we see it is the biggest sticking point. I would say this: any checks on the Irish border should be allowed to stay and live there. What have they done wrong? Nothing. Let them stay.
So I don't even know what he's talking about right now, or how serious he's being. I don't know. That's not the point for me anyway. For me, this is just a really funny, fascinating, like, I don't know, kind of a way to point out the ridiculousness of government and politics in the modern day, and also like in a very, very physical way. Like, in a very, very obvious physical way. Like, you dress up in a garbage bin outfit pretending to be an alien, you run for government, and you actually get thousands of votes. And that alone, like, says something. I don't know what, but something. I just love that this is a thing. Count Binface, amazing name. Actually seems like a pretty well-spoken guy. A very likable, funny guy. I like what he's doing. I don't know if he's ever going to actually get elected to anything, or I don't know what the British people really think about Count Binface, or if he's just a joke or what, but there's nothing like this in American society and American politics, and I love it. I really do. I enjoyed learning about him quite a bit today. It's great. Anyway, if you enjoyed this as well, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment with your thoughts on Count Binface. That'd be very interesting for me to hear about. And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to Britain and British culture and stuff about Britain I've never seen or learned before, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time.